We need savings to provide the funds for investment. And this will be, the last one's very short. This is completely backwards. Okay. Investment, borrowing creates bank accounts, bank deposits, it creates savings. The savings comes from borrowing, it doesn't come from anywhere else, or it comes from government deficit spending. It comes from somebody's deficit spending. Okay, so if you go, and the way I used to explain it is you go to the bank, Francis Kavanaugh, Treasury Secretary for 30 years, or Treasury Chief Economist for 30 years, wrote a book. He came, gave us a little lecture at University of Missouri, Kansas City. He said, old people's savings are funding young people's mortgages. Old people are taking their savings, put it in the bank, and the bank makes money. I said, gee, you know, Frank, it's actually the other way around. The old person has to sell their house to the young person to get savings. The young person goes to the bank, borrows $200,000. The bank creates a loan, gives the young person the $200,000 in his account. He puts it in the old person's account to buy his house. The house goes to the young person who bought the house. The deposit created by the loan goes to the old person. It's the young guy's $200,000 mortgage that created the deposit that funded the old person's savings. Okay, it's domestic credit expansion that funds savings. And they say the United States is borrowing money from China to fund our trade deficit, or Japan to fund our trade deficit. It's the other way around. I go in to buy a car for $20,000, I get a loan from Citibank, the loan creates a deposit, I give the deposit to Toyota. Citibank's loan funded Toyota's dollars. That goes to the Bank of Japan, they exchange it for yen, becomes reserves. I get the car instead of the money, I'm happy, that's why I bought it, I wanted the car instead of the money. Citibank wanted the loan, that's what they're in business for, they're happy. And Japan wanted the dollars rather than the car, so they're happy. There's no imbalance. But domestic credit funded foreign savings. Domestic credit funds investment. I mean, investment is funded by credit, right? You go out and borrow money to build a factory, that creates that much in deposits, you spend it, paying everybody, and that becomes their savings. The investment creates the savings in monetary terms, every time. There's no other place it can come from. Anyway, these are the main topics covered in the book. Investment adds to savings. When a business borrows money, and then spends it, that spending winds up in somebody's pocket as savings. The business has the debt, everybody else has the savings. Investment always has, investment is the savings. Savings equals investment as a number. But it's not the savings that causes the investment, it's the other way around, from the monetary point of view.